Welcome to the Positive Sports Podcast. I'll be your host this evening, Ed Montana. Alongside me today, my steak-eating brother, my brother Alex. Alex, how you doing?
That's steak with chimichurri.
Oh my goodness, that was good.
That's some good stuff, man.
That was
fantastic.
After
my wife pretty much brought the steak out like 10 times in front of the face.
So just to go just to go back on the story, right? Yesterday was my nephew's birthday.
Yeah.
We did a little cake and ice cream. But your wife decided she was gonna marinate some steak before the party. And then she was immensely proud of it, which I don't blame her because it smelled delicious, but she kept bringing the damn thing out. I was about to knock her out and steal it and grill it myself.
Listen, talk about Juan the Kraken Adams spoke about it when he was on the show. Talk about pettiness. I was super petty in my mind because I'm like, I do not want to share this steak with all these people.
It wasn't a lot of people, right? There was only, 15 of us total?
No, but there wasn't a lot of steak either to say, hey, there's going to be some leftover.
Right, no, I get it.
That's a problem for me.
It wasn't a lot to share in the first place, but she kept bringing it out. And then my favorite part, we gave her so much shit. Hey, Brenda, go ahead and cook it. No, we're not leaving until we get the steak. We don't care about the birthday cake. Your mother-in-law brought it out at one point.
Man, now that was the scary part. Because she held it and she opened it and she let a couple people have a sniff at it. I mean, it smelled good. And I'm like, now I'm thinking, oh man, this dish is going to fall on the floor is what I was thinking next.
No, you thought you were going to have to throw down for that steak.
Man, that was close. I was not going to give in. I thought my wife was going to give in.
It was close.
You guys were good, but not good enough.
Man, I was angling hard.
But it was as advertised.
Oh, it was delicious. It was absolutely delicious.
Lucky you. You're the only one of all the guests that got to taste it.
I'm glad you brought me a small piece. Yeah, well,
Well, what does a good brother do?
If you want to continue to be a part of the Positive Sports Podcast, you'll keep doing that. So I had a meeting, segue into something completely different. So I had a meeting today at this nice office building in Houston, and it's a newer office building. So I go in there, and I gotta go up. It's probably like 20 stories. It's not a huge building, but it's a good size, right? I gotta go up to the 18th floor. So there's 2 elevator banks, right? 1 through 10, 11 through 20. Okay. I go to the second elevator bank, and there's like a TV screen. Instead of like an up arrow button and a down arrow button, right, there's a TV screen. And it says, what floor would you like to go to? Whoa. I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool.
You have to speak into it?
No. It's got a little keypad.
Okay.
So I hit 18. It says, proceed to elevator D. And it has a little arrow. I'm like, oh, cool. I get on the elevator. And, you get on the elevator, you push the button, what floor you want to go to, right? I get in there. There's no buttons, bro. Now.
That's kind of scary.
I don't know if you know this about me, but I got a little bit of that obia, you know what I mean? A little bit of that claustrophobia, you know what I'm saying? And when there's no buttons, I mean there's no buttons. Smooth as a baby's bottom. There's no emergency button.
Wow. So
now I'm like, I'm not getting on this goddamn elevator. What if it craps out? What the hell am I going to do? Yell?
Help.
I'm telling you, and then I had to get back on to get down. It was unsettling. No buttons at all inside the elevator.
So it automatically knows where you need to go.
It automatically went to the 18th floor, and then they got keypads on every floor. On every floor, because then on 18 they got a keypad. Where do you want to go? Well, 1.
Right.
And then you get on. Proceed to elevator A.
Yeah, I would have been like, where are the stairs?
Yeah, I mean, what the?
Do they have stairs?
Probably not. Some high-tech shit. I'm telling you, I was freaked because I got a little bit of the phobia.
Well, you're a sissy.
No.
You don't even get on rides at the amusement park.
No, I do.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
The little teacup ride?
You don't even get on the Ferris, on the Wonder Wheel.
No. I'll tell you what. I did one time. My kids convinced me to get on one of those stupid free fall ones.
Wait, kids convinced you? How old were you?
No, my kids.
Oh, okay.
I was an adult.
Okay.
Well, I'm still an adult. I'm damn near 50.
You're a big kid.
Right, oversized kid. They convinced me to get on one of those free fall things. Yeah, I almost shat my pants, man. Free falling is the worst feeling.
Yeah.
I have dreams where I free fall in the bed, and I don't.
Off the bed.
And it's like it freaks me out. I wake up and I'm like, screw it, can't go back to sleep.
Yeah. Anytime you feel your stomach up here.
Oh, I lost my stomach.
Yeah. Screw that.
I wonder what would happen if I would have barfed.
That would have been cool.
Don't you love watching those shows where the guy kind of gets so scared he passes out next to his girlfriend on those roller coaster rides?
Unless you barfed on your wife or your kids, who cares, right? But your
They
wife
barfed on you first.
All right, man.
Anyway,
Let's get into some
sports.
Yeah. Oh, how convenient of us. Sports.
Why would we talk about sports?
I don't know. Maybe because it's called the Positive Sports Podcast. And if you guys haven't checked out episodes 1 through 32, go ahead and do it on Podbean, YouTube, Google Play, and what's the other one? iTunes.
iTunes.
That's right. Go check out episodes 1 through 32. Follow Ed on Twitter at eMontana21. You can follow me on Twitter at Brooklyn Gaucho. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, rants, email the show, positivesports10@gmail.com, positivesports10@gmail.com. Let's get into it.
Let's go. Where you want to go first?
All right, so quick rapid reaction, kind of what we did last week.
Okay.
Just one or two things that happened throughout the week, and just
that you didn't tell me about.
No,
that I probably didn't even see.
No, because you were living under a rock, right?
Right.
All right.
That's
so
from where I normally live,
Alabama has had numerous injuries on their defense the last couple of years, and then this year they have one of their big, one of their starting middle linebackers. I think they're out for the season.
Oh wow.
And so, they're always, plugging in players. And Nick Saban got asked a question about, how, what are they going to do, right? But how are they going to replace this player? And in, kind of paraphrasing, he's like, well, we're just going to, do what we do. And, he felt there was no reason to ask the question or to answer it. And then he proceeds to say, what do you think? I ship players out. So... Is it safe to say that Nick Saban shits players out?
Shit is a bad thing, right?
Well, you have to shit. It's a good thing to shit.
But shit itself is bad, but his players are really good. Did he really say that?
Yeah. He really did say that.
More and more, I get kind of disgusted with Nick Saban. Look, he's a fantastic coach for sure, one of the best ever. But the way he kind of peers down at the media and talks to them like they're less than human. Look, dude, you're coaching football. It's not like you're discovering the cure for cancer.
Here, his answer was, I've been concerned about this all along, so I don't know why you would ask that question. You just think whatever happens, we shit another player, everything is going to be perfect.
Oh, so he didn't say he shits another player.
Well, then who shits? You know what I meant.
Does he hire coaches and say, can you shit players? That's amazing that he would say that. He's become such a jerk to the media. I mean...
Well, he has, but... He shits players out left and right, bro. I mean, he replaces them like...
Look, I've watched a lot of football. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's never shit a player. I bet you he hasn't even shit a brick. Right? Like, even when he gets really pissed off, he has not shit a brick. Good God. That's terrible.
I thought that was hilarious. I thought that was a hilarious response.
It's funny, but it's a D-bag thing to say. God. I'm already sick of Alabama with all the stuff on ESPN.
Yeah, they might have some quarterback controversy.
They have no.
You don't think so?
No. Look, they're gonna go with the freshman. Is what I've heard.
Yeah.
That's my perception.
Which I think is the right move, but
which I think is the wrong move. But at the end of the day, it's not going to matter because that team is stacked.
Hey, do you shit out kids? Dude, that was hilarious. I'm sorry, bro.
I've called my kid a little shit.
All right. So next one.
Please don't have any feces in this one.
No, just one wild animal.
No, great. Now we're getting into bestiality.
I got Phil and Tiger. It's happening. Thanksgiving, right? It's happening. Tiger and Phil. I don't know if we talked about it last. Did we talk about this last episode?
So.
I don't
No.
remember either.
So give me the details.
So they're gonna play 1-on-1, 18 holes, right? I mean, it's just mano y mano. I mean, it's just
and
them
it's
two.
match play, right? Each hole is worth a point. It's not total strokes.
I don't know. Is that how it is? I have
That's the way it
I have
usually
no
is.
idea.
Okay, well, let's just assume it's going to be that way. I think it's that way, but whatever.
Okay. Well, so they're gonna play, and I think I don't know what is it? 10 million is the purse.
9 or 10? I heard something.
Okay, that's a nice payday for 4 hours, 5 hours.
Hold on a second. It's going to a charity, right?
I don't know. Is it?
It's not going in their pocket. It's going to a charity.
That sucks. Then I definitely wouldn't play. But anyway, would you say that Tiger playing on Thanksgiving is wise for him?
Tiger playing on Thanksgiving. Yeah, why?
You must have forgot. 6 years ago, what happened to Tiger on Thanksgiving? He got beat with a freaking golf club, and now Phil is gonna beat him with his left hand.
This thing is dumb. This whole match play thing is dumb because it's not their money. Look, I would be a lot more interested if they each put up $10 million and said, "Okay, we'll play one round of golf for $20 million." Then I would be interested.
That would be nice. Do you think other sports, maybe not baseball, but like basketball, would do this in the future? A little one-on-one?
I think that'd be awesome.
I think that would be...
But again, have the participants put up their own money. Just say, look, even if it doesn't go to the other player, right? LeBron versus Steph Curry, the loser has to give $10 million to the charity of the other guy, right? I'm up for that.
Yeah.
A 3-point shooting contest. Even in baseball, you could do it. A home run derby between Trout and Harper, right? In hockey, do it like have one goalie and have two guys going. Sidney Crosby and Alex Ovechkin do a shootout.
I think basketball is more likely to do that. That'd be awesome.
1-on-1, yeah. I mean,
right?
we got that stupid 3-on-3 thing.
Oh yeah.
Why not? I would watch it. I would watch it.
I would.
And I would especially watch it if they put up their own money. It's going to be a tax deduction at the end of the day anyway.
Shit, as much as basketball players get paid, they could afford it.
Could you do it in football? In football, it would have to be some kind of skills competition between quarterbacks, right? Where you hit moving targets or something like that.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
I mean, wouldn't be as good, I think. But,
Basketball would work.
Yeah, basketball. I think basketball and baseball would work.
Yeah, I'd pay to watch. I wouldn't pay to watch it.
I would not pay to watch.
So this is going to be a pay-per-view, Phil and Tiger.
They're not getting this pay, so they're not getting this view.
I mean, where I don't understand.
How much are they going to charge? Have you heard?
I don't know. Like $40?
No.
You don't think so? $40?
Oh, I thought you heard. I thought maybe you knew.
No, I don't.
Oh.
I mean, how much could you charge? You can't charge like a $10.99
maybe $9.99.
No, I mean
$10.
$10?
I mean, seriously, how low would it have to be for you to pay for it?
Free. I wouldn't pay $10.99. I wouldn't pay $9.99. I wouldn't pay
for it. Period.
I wouldn't pay.
It's not their money.
Yeah.
There's nothing on the line. And if Phil talks trash the way he celebrates, remember when he won the first time he won a major, he sank that putt. I think it was at the Masters, and he jumped. Well, he says he jumped, but he only got like this much off the ground.
How high can he jump?
Like an inch. If he talks trash like he jumps, That's not gonna be worth. They're gonna have to pay me to watch it.
Yeah, nah, we ain't watching.
No, I'm out.
That.
I'm out. No pay-per-view to watch golf.
All right, you want to move
Even
on?
if it's Tiger and Phil.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch.
So, who would you like to tell us the sky is falling for now, Mr. Oh, the Yankees aren't going to make the playoffs. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. The Astros aren't going to make the playoffs. The sky is... Here come the Mariners.
I never said...
Here come the A's. Oh, no.
I never said the Astros weren't going to make the playoffs.
Oh, yes, you did.
I never said they were not going to make the playoffs.
Oh, but they're not even going to win the division. They're in trouble. The sky is falling.
Yeah, the Yankees have caught up. That's fine, but they still don't have...
Oh, they haven't quite caught up. They're still 6.5.
Well, they were 9.
They were more than that. They were 10.
I think
They
was
were
it
10
10?
and a half.
All right, well, but they still don't have Judge and Chapman and.
Now look again.
This is
Nothing's
boring.
gonna
This
change
is
in the
exactly.
American
It's why it's boring.
It's
boring.
Now,
we shouldn't even talk about the American League.
A's,
you know what? We're American. We're not talking about the American League.
We're talking about the American League because we're American.
But we are nationally known. Let's talk about the National League.
It is getting interesting with the A's and the Astros.
It is.
The Astros are only up a game and a half. They have quite a few head-to-head games, and it's a
Right
big
now.
deal. Yeah, they're playing right now, and it's a big deal to win the division or the wild card because you got to play the extra game.
Right.
So it does matter. It matters to the Yankees and the Red Sox, but I just don't think the Yankees are going to catch the Red Sox. Even it's 6.5 games with 30 to play that's tough to do. And I just, unless the Red Sox completely fall apart, which they had a rough weekend in Tampa, but other than that.
I know Tampa's like playing spoiler, I guess, Dave. That's about all they're doing.
Kansas City and Baltimore are both eliminated, and it is not even September.
They were, a few more losses and they would have been eliminated in July.
In July, yeah. It's embarrassing.
It really is.
And look, I love Players Weekend. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love the names on the jerseys and all this stuff. And a lot of them are kind of boring, right? Guy by the name of Smith goes by Smitty. Yeah, a lot of it's boring. But they gotta have some of these guys tell the truth, right?
What's that?
The guy from Baltimore, Chris Davis, batting a $169. Listen, I don't care. I just don't care if they've called you Crush all your life. If your name is Crush, I don't care. If you're batting a $169, do not put Crush on the back of your jersey on Players Weekend. Put like cotton balls or something on there. Crush? Are you kidding me?
Now, don't take this the wrong way. His nickname should be KKK. I mean, the guy has astronomical, big strikeout numbers.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
He's crushing this. He's crushing the strikeout stat.
Oh, maybe that's what it was because it was
Yes.
Crush with a K. Maybe that's what he meant.
That's what he meant. Yeah, that's
because it wasn't baseball.
No.
It's definitely not baseballs. He's hitting a $169, bro.
Kids don't do steroids. What happened to that guy? Right, he got suspended. Right? Didn't he get suspended for 50 games and then just went?
I don't know, but a $169.
Yeah.
Hey, and by the way, do you know how much the Orioles are on the hook for with that guy?
How much?
$23 million.
Nice. Now that's the guy you should have traded.
You gotta love you some guaranteed contracts in baseball.
Just release him. Just eat the damn money. You're not getting anything out of him.
You're getting a $169, bro.
I guess so. You are
$2 and you still get change.
What's your player weekend name? Yours is Pickett Bulldozer. That's what yours is.
No.
Yours is Pickett Bulldozer. You want to bet?
Oh, did you look at that, Steve? Those are so dumb.
No, they're not.
They're not good.
That's what
all.
it is.
What's yours?
Mine's is Wicked Lumber. Yeah, I got the Wicked Wood.
Wicked Wood. You're not from Boston. You don't say it right.
Wicked.
So yeah, Chris Davis. Pick another name. If you're hitting a $169 next year in his Players Weekend, hey bro, cotton swabs.
Yeah, that's not
National
good.
League?
National League is where it's happening. Although, I'll start in the Central. The Cubs are kind of running away with it a little
They're
bit.
starting to run away.
And they picked up Daniel Murphy. Who's,
Good for them.
Who's an upgrade at second for them. And if he can do anything what he did in 2015 at Wrigley.
Yeah, no kidding. So the Nationals at the trade deadline were so in it. They didn't move them. They didn't move a muscle.
Nada.
And then the day after the All-Star break, scored 24 runs. They're in it, baby.
Against the Mets.
By the end of August, everyone's on waivers.
They are selling.
They're selling hard. They're terrible.
I wonder what stopped them from making a deal with the Dodgers.
For Harper?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. They put Harper on waivers, and they were hoping to trade Harper for what he's worth, right? For his value as a player.
Right.
And everyone in the league was willing to trade for Harper as a rental because they don't know what's going to happen in free agency. And that's where the two never met. So the Nationals were asking for everything under the sun, and the Dodgers were like, we'll give you a 6-pack. Because that's about how long he's going to last with us, right? We don't know where he's going to sign. So
you figure if the Dodgers had a feeling that he would re-sign, they would have traded for him, right?
Well, look, unless you're the Yankees, even if you're the Yankees, right? Because the Red Sox will be in it, the Giants will be in it, the Mets will be in it, the Cubs will be. I mean, everyone, the Phillies will be in it. Everybody will be in it to pony up for that guy, and so really, they don't do sign and trades. So no one's going to feel comfortable taking him on. That's why I'm saying. Everyone was interested in Bryce Harper, but no one was interested to the point where they were going to give up a top prospect. They were going to treat him as a rental.
Is this going to be like when LeBron hit free agency? You think it's going to be that big?
Yeah, this will probably be the biggest. Well, we'll see what happens with Trout in a year or two, but yeah, this should be the biggest one.
I think so.
Yeah, and quite frankly, someone is likely to get a deal if they base it more off of this season as opposed to his true potential. He's had a bad year.
Yeah, but just what he's worth to a franchise too.
No, I agree with you, but I think he's gonna have to take a little bit of a cut from what he thought he was gonna get because he has not had and
I feel bad for him then.
And I think word has gotten out there that there's something wrong and they don't know if he's the problem.
Right.
So,
yeah, could be.
Who knows? But you're right. I think the Cubs are starting to run away with it. They're up 4 on St. Louis, 4.5 on Milwaukee. Atlanta's up 3 on the Phillies. I said it a couple weeks ago.
I think it's gonna be.
I think
it's
the
gonna
Phillies
come
are
down.
gonna fade.
It's gonna come down to the very end between these two teams.
Between Atlanta and Philly for the East?
Yeah,
no,
I think so.
I disagree.
I think so.
I disagree. I think Atlanta will.
So you think
will pull away a little bit, and that last series will not matter.
So they'll be 4 games up, is what you're saying.
It's a 4-game set.
No, I'm just saying. I think it's a 3-game set, but you're
4,
saying.
yeah, I think it will.
So you're saying before that series, the Braves are going to be up 4 games.
Yeah, I think
more.
I think the Braves. I think the Braves will clinch the East before that series. Now the Phillies, I think, will have something to play for. They may still be in the wild card hunt, but I just don't see it for Philadelphia. I think that team is just not quite there. And look, they still have Gabe Kapler managing. Yikes!
They're very similar teams. So, I mean, as far as youth and all that, so, I mean, I wouldn't...
I think there's a little more depth on the Braves than there is in Philly.
And in the West, it's all of a sudden turned into the Diamondbacks and the Rockies.
Yeah, they're both pretty hot.
Yeah.
And the Dodgers can't... Man, the Dodgers bullpen is a mess.
It's hurting,
if they don't score 8 runs... They're in trouble because they're just every game it comes down to the bullpen and it is a catastrophe. They got Jansen back and hopefully that will help, but it's still not looking good. I mean, shoot, he blew a save the other night.
I didn't know he came back.
He's back. So
They got no pitching, man. To me, they don't have enough starting pitching.
Yeah, no, they're trying to muscle their way to a title. They're trying to say we're gonna outscore you, and it's not working right now. They're in trouble. Arizona's looking solid. I still kind of don't believe in Colorado. Honestly, I think it's going to be Atlanta, Arizona, and Chicago, St. Louis, and Milwaukee.
You think Milwaukee sneaks in there?
Yeah.
Well, they're in there now, right?
Are
so
they?
they would have to play the one-game playoff with the Cardinals.
Is it those 5 right now?
Yeah.
Oh, look at me going out on the limb.
Way to pick him, Ed.
I'm gonna go with something outrageous.
You should play the lotto.
I'm gonna go with something outrageous here. The 3 teams that are leading their divisions right now are gonna win, and then the next 2 best records are gonna win the World.
Stone Cold Locks. You heard it here
That's right.
first.
My Stone Cold lock of the week of the century.
Yeah, I mean the National League is definitely more entertaining right now.
Yeah, there's a lot to play for. I mean, certainly I'm kind of going chalk right now, but I don't think it's going to be easy for any of those teams. There's a lot to play for, and there's only 30 games left, so it's going to be exciting in the National. The American League, I think, is kind of done. There's a little bit of jockeying for position, but really not much.
No.
The Mariners have fizzled, I think.
It's basically going to come down to who's going to play that one-game series.
And I think the Astros are still too much for the A's. So
Well, now they seem to be getting everybody back, right?
Yeah.
Altuve and
Although
Springer.
Altuve took a banging shot on the elbow the other night that looked nasty. I mean, by the time he walked to first base, it was bruised. I mean, it hit him right above the elbow, and he's right-handed, so it hit him on the left arm, which is a little bit better, right? It's not his throwing arm, but man, that looked like it hurt.
I remember practicing for Little League. We were practicing on the Monday or whatever, and I was at third base on the hot corner, and I was taking ground balls, and getting ready to get one hit to me. I get down, glove to the ground. Man, that ball took such a bad hop that it hit me right on the forehead, and it freaking hurt. And I touched my forehead. I'm like, damn, I got a little knot. Well, we head to the dugout. Ground ball session's over. And my teammates are laughing at me. I got the freaking seams on my forehead, bro.
Dude, that's the best.
It was hilarious. It was hilarious to them. It was hurting to me.
If you ever get hit with a baseball, you gotta have the mark of the seams. That makes it worth it.
That makes it worth it.
If I got hit when I was a kid, if I had the seams,
freaking hurt, bro.
It didn't hurt that bad.
That hurt.
My son hit me a while back. Well, he didn't hit me. We were playing catch, and I just missed it somehow. It hit me right in the knee, and I had the mark of the seams. I was like, "That's okay.
That's good.
That's good." Yeah, if you can see the seams on your skin, that's okay.
All right, let me peg you with a baseball so you can get this.
No, not on purpose.
Oh, okay.
We're not going to go out of our way because look, it takes some precision to do that.
Yeah. Well, all right. What else we have?
Let's see. College football has already started.
It has. I like Hawaii play. I like those uniforms. I thought they were pretty.
The helmets
cool.
were pretty sweet.
Yes. I don't know who.
But there was no.
Let me guess.
There's no game of consequence this last weekend. The season really kicks off this Labor Day weekend. You got Louisville, Alabama. You got Michigan, Notre Dame.
That should be a good one.
You got some good games. What's the other big game?
Alabama against Prairie.
No, they play Louisville.
Ooh.
Well, look, it's not a complete walkover. Louisville's a decent team.
Are you sure they play Louisville?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Usually they start off against like a Division 5 team.
No, last year they started off against Florida State.
Did they? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, Alabama typically does a decent job of scheduling. But so let's go. Let's talk about I feel like it's kind of easy this year with the Big Five conferences. So you got the ACC, the Big Ten, the SEC, the Big 12, and then the Pac-12.
Which really doesn't matter, the power conferences, because how many Division I schools are there? 100 and something, 64?
Some crazy.
Yeah, they all get a bowl game.
Oh yeah, everybody going bowling. Everybody going bowling. Like you just have to. If you play your games and don't forfeit, you get to go to
That's
a bowl.
it. I mean, you can literally end up like 7-7.
5-7.
5-7.
Play 12 games. 5-7.
I
I think you get in somehow in some of them.
That's ridiculous.
It's too many bowl games.
And I understand it's monetary, right? I get it.
Yeah,
I get
it's a
it.
complete money
I
grab.
get it, but
yeah,
I'm not interested in watching the toilet bowl,
the pool and weed eater bowl and all that stuff.
the jump in your pool bowl.
Yeah, the fruit punch bowl.
All right, so what you want to start with the SEC? Where aren't there like 2 divisions in SEC? The South and the East.
I think it's the East and the West.
There's too many teams. I don't even know all the teams. I just know that Alabama's going to be in it at the end. There. My bold prediction.
Yeah. Well, there's also Georgia. Georgia will come out of the East because Florida's rebuilding, and there's just not much else over there. The West will be interesting. LSU is going to be really good. I think Texas A&M is going to be really good. They've got Jimbo Fisher. They may have a bit of a transition problem with the new coach, but A&M's had a good team for several years, so the talent is there. And Jimbo Fisher, he's a bit of a knucklehead, but he's a really good coach. I think they're going to be tough to deal with. And then you have Alabama. The only thing that could really derail Alabama is just really themselves, right? Injuries and arguing about who the starting quarterback's going to be and stuff like that. Alabama's the best team in the SEC.
I don't think you should count out Clemson.
Well, Clemson's in the ACC.
They're in the ACC? God damn it. I was close. I was close.
I'm not counting them out. I'm just...
Not counting them in.
Not counting them in the SEC. They're good, but they're not going to win someone else's conference.
Does A&M have a good quarterback? I don't even know. You know what? It doesn't matter. It's not Menzel. They need to go and get Menzel. Then I'll watch. Then I'll watch A&M play.
Manziel is busy playing up in Canada.
Oh, okay. All right.
In
fine.
Edmonton or something like that.
Getting sacked every possession.
With the Montreal Owlets or some stuff like that.
Not the Mounties?
The Mounties. Something like I don't know. They're terrible.
Yeah.
In the ACC, Clemson.
That's where I come in. Clemson, like I said.
I think Clemson is
head and shoulders. Really? I mean,
Clemson. Dabo Swinney is building a powerhouse at Clemson. Their recruiting class the last 2 years have been top 5. They are absolutely stacked, and I think Florida State is the only. Well, Miami's decent as well. Florida State and Miami are going to give them a run a little bit, but not much. You know who you need to watch for in the ACC? I think they're in the ACC. The quarterback from West Virginia, Grier.
I do not know.
That guy is NFL ready, apparently.
NFL ready, huh?
Yeah,
What, is he a freshman, sophomore?
I want to say he's a senior.
He better be ready then for the NFL.
They said he should have came out last year, and he decided not to. Decided to go back to college. He is the real deal. He got injured last year, but other than that, man, he is going to be something. He's going to be fun to watch.
Are these officially the AP top 25? Is this like?
Yeah.
They came out already?
Yeah. The preseason poll. I hate the preseason polls. You know why? Because it really screws over a team. If you're not in the top 20, you have no chance.
Right.
Because let's say you flew under the radar. Let's say you're Louisville in the ACC, right? And you're not even ranked. Even if you run the table, they're not going to put you above Clemson because Clemson started ahead of you and
they're Clemson.
So there's so much name value to those rankings that it's just unfair.
Who do you think is number 1? This should be easy. Come on.
Look, there's a lot of good teams. Obviously, Alabama's really good. Don't sleep on Wisconsin. Georgia has an easy schedule, so they're going to do really well. Clemson's a powerhouse.
Who's number 1?
I don't want to say Alabama because I don't think it's going to happen for Alabama. Something is going to derail.
I mean, come on, you're Mr. Chalk today.
Yeah, no. But I think something is going to derail that team, and I'm just something's going to go wrong.
I mean, you don't think they could just shit a championship out?
No, they can shit players apparently, but not a championship.
All right, so who's your number one? God damn it.
Man, Wisconsin has an easy schedule.
Wisconsin's going to be good this year.
Wisconsin's loaded.
Well, they've been pretty good the past couple of years, actually.
Yeah. No,
they really have.
They're loaded. That running back they have, he's going to run for like 3,000 yards.
Can you stop stalling and give me who you think your number one is?
Can I give you my final four?
It's not a lot of teams.
Can I give you my final four?
Give me the top four right now.
Right, the semifinals. Right?
No, the top four that are ranked number 4 right now.
Oh, that are ranked right now?
The top four. Your top four. So you can say those would be your top 4 finalists, right? For the playoff?
Yeah, okay, let's see. The top 4 right now in the rankings, not my top 4. Top 4.
The official
top
rankings.
4?
Bleacher Report rankings.
I believe it is Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, and Wisconsin.
All right. So you got 3 out of the 4 right. Number 3 is Ohio State.
Ohio State's not going to make it through the season.
Oh!
No, that team's going to have problems. Yeah.
Trouble.
The pressure is going to be insane on that team.
I'm going to go back to the same thing I said in March Madness. This team, because of all these allegations and distractions and just not good for the program, not good for college football, they're not going to win.
No.
And
they're a good football team, but they don't have an easy schedule.
Right.
Their first 3 games are easy, but now without Urban Meyer, it gets a little more difficult. But their schedule, and the Big Ten schedule, is tough. And I think, I forget what the name of the 2 divisions are, but the division that Ohio State plays in is the tougher division of the 2. Wisconsin plays in the other one.
Who suspended Urban Meyer? Was it Ohio State?
Ohio State.
Okay, so college football and the NCAA can't step in and do anything?
No, not unless something else pops.
See, I would have suspended his ass for the last 4 games of the season. Because, I mean, your first 4 games, you're not playing nobody. They're probably, you're probably going to blow them out 63-10.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree.
I mean,
it's a relatively easy schedule. Here's my problem with it. I don't understand why they went through this whole charade of going through an investigation. Before the investigation started, they made up their mind, we're going to suspend them for the non-conference games, and that's that. Because what they found was worth a lot more than 3 games.
Yes.
I don't know how they found this out, but the guy was talking about hiding information, about deleting texts and stuff. And then the next day, oh look, there is no text that's more than a year old. How did that? We don't know when he did that. We don't know if he changed the settings on his phone. That's bullshit. That's a cop-out.
Yeah.
And if anyone else had done something that implied impeding with an investigation, the suspension would have been much more severe. I mean, think about it. Todd Gurley got suspended 5 games for getting $3,000 for autographs. Who is that hurting? He got $3,000. Terrell Pryor got suspended 4 games for some tattoos.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I agree, man. I mean, that is ridiculous. Meyer covered up for this guy twice.
More than that, 3 times.
Is it 3?
3, yeah. And some minor cover-ups, too, where he's like spending $600 at a strip joint. Which, there's nothing wrong with that. Unless you're a college football coach.
Ohio State
or a priest.
Is a highly prestiged college, right?
Football university,
university, whatever. Where is your morale? You know what I'm saying? For Urban Meyer. Where is it?
Yeah.
I mean, damn, just you play for a primetime, right? Football program.
Yeah.
And to cover up for this sleazeball as much as you did.
And quite frankly, I would have suspended him for another game after the press conference. Because the press conference just told me that guy doesn't get it. whatever message was trying to be sent to him, he missed it.
Yeah.
He missed it completely. I mean, they point blank asked him about the guy's wife, and if he had any words for her, and he said, "I'm sorry we're in this situation." Really, bro? You're sorry that you're getting suspended for 3 games? She was getting punched in the face and choked when she was pregnant.
Well, he forgot to add after that, because I got caught.
I mean, it's mind-boggling. And my problem is more with the administration than with Urban Meyer. Because Urban Meyer made a mistake. He was a dummy. He deserved a stiffer punishment, whatever. But the administration to not really... God, that's just... So, let me get this straight. You know that the day after the story broke, he had a conversation with someone wondering if they could get texts that were over a year old from his phone. And then when you confiscated the phone, voila. There were no texts that were more than a year old. And their response to that was, well, we don't know if he changed the settings on his phone to delete texts that were over a year old. And if he did do that, we don't know when he did it. Hey, man, I've got an idea. I've got an idea as to when this happened. Right? If you didn't have a text that was over a year old, then you're not talking about it.
Right.
And the next day... it's not a conversation point. What do you mean you don't know if he did it? I mean, that's ridiculous. The level of stupidity, or either they're morons or they think we're all morons. I'm not sure which. Hey, man, call Apple and ask him how you get rid of text. Are you kidding me?
That's what I was going to say. Can't you call the company name, the service provider, or the Samsung? Hey, Samsung.
Hey, excuse me. Yeah, I'd like to talk with Mr. Verizon. Yeah, how do we get rid of texts that are more than a year old? I mean, come on. And not to mention, nowadays, you could take that phone and probably send it to Apple, and they'll tell you exactly when it happened, because somewhere inside that phone, there's a memory of every single keystroke you've ever taken, and it'll tell you exactly when he changed that setting. It's childish. I don't understand why they went through the exercise of doing an investigation. They should have just came out the first day with no investigation at all and said, we're suspending him for 3 games. End of story.
Well, they have to make it look like they're, doing their due diligence.
Right, but what they did was make themselves look like buffoons. Or they made themselves look like they think we're buffoons.
No?
It's just ridiculous. Anyway, back to college football. The Big Ten. I think the Big Ten is going to be very exciting. Wisconsin, I think, because of the easy schedule, will run away with it, really. And then, obviously they have to play the championship game. But it's going to be tough for anyone on the other side to come out for the championship game, because you've got Ohio State, Penn State, and Michigan. And, Iowa's not bad either. And Michigan State's not bad. There's a lot of places where you could trip up and fall on the other side. And so actually Iowa's on the Wisconsin side, but
I'm waiting to see Michigan and Jim Harbaugh finally, play some damn football.
But you got to figure at this
coming.
point, right? He's got 3 years of recruits now,
yeah.
And it's time to put up or shut up. You can't go 1-5, or you can't continue to lose to Michigan State and Ohio State and Penn State every year. That's going to be a problem. But Michigan's got a tough one early on in Notre Dame, which should be fun.
That should be, yep.
And
Chip Kelly's there.
Yeah, it should get Chip Kelly?
Isn't he?
Brian Kelly.
Brian Kelly?
Yeah, Chip Kelly's in
UCLA. Got it.
So it should be interesting to see. Early on, we'll get an idea of what Michigan's got. So, but I think Wisconsin wins the Big Ten. It's just too much of a gauntlet on the other side. And then the Big 12. I love the Big 12. I don't know who's going to win, but I love it because every game is going to be like a basketball score.
There is high.
76-70.
There is a lot of high scoring.
Oklahoma State lost Mason Rudolph. Oklahoma has a stacked team again. TCU looks really good. And don't sleep on Texas. Texas looks.
Don't they have a new coach too?
It's his second year there, they're starting to round out, I think, and they're going to come back. I don't know that they're quite up to the level of Oklahoma at this point, but they're getting there. And then out in the Pac-12,
and the Pac-12 lost
all the quarterbacks.
All the quarterbacks, yeah.
All the quarterbacks left in the Pac-12.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. USC named a freshman as their starter. So it's going to be interesting. That's probably a 3-horse race between USC, UCLA, and Oregon. Washington is a good, solid football team as well. Should be the Pac-12 will be very interesting.
Yeah.
Top to bottom, I think it's probably the difference between first and last in the Pac-12 is probably the smallest out of the 5 conferences.
Who do you think takes it?
I'm gonna go Washington.
Washington.
Yeah, I don't trust the quarterback issues or the youth at quarterback in USC and UCLA. Although I think they're both really good teams.
I'm gonna say Chip Kelly takes UCLA.
UCLA?
Yeah.
It's not.
And you know what? He's proven that college is
suits him.
Yeah, fits his style.
Him really well. Yeah, I agree. He loves it there. I think so. It should be good.
All right, ready to wrap this puppy up? Unless you got anything else. You got anything else?
Nah, that's it.
No.
You got a shout out?
No. My shout out goes to Man U.
Man U.
Man U.
Not Manchester United.
Exactly, because it goes to Manu Ginobili, who retires after 16 seasons.
Yep.
With the San Antonio Spurs, 4-time champion, multiple gold medals. I don't know.
One Olympic gold.
One Olympic, but I think overseas in Argentina he's won some medals and tournaments, and he's been champion there. Awesome athlete. He's not built like LeBron. He's not tall, but he was a pesty defender, an awesome teammate, and you can say that he was just as important to those dynasty championships and years of the Spurs as was Duncan, Parker, and Coach Pop.
Well, they had their own version of the Big Three with Duncan, Parker, and Ginobili.
Right, but when you look at Ginobili, he's not there.
Key cog in that.
Yeah,
in that
right.
engine.
But he's not there. He's not posting up. He's not. But he was. It seemed like he was always at the right place at the right time. Always. I mean, he's stealing dunking on people. How many times have you seen him dunk on people? I mean, he's freaking 43 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, longevity, man. He's in shape. He's not muscular, but he's kept himself fit enough to play for so long.
To have played as long as he did, and we say 16 seasons. You got to remember, he came to this country. He didn't come right out of college. He already had some experience in places else. So a 16-year veteran of the NBA.
Right.
He had, I think it was 4 years overseas. So, yeah, man, hats off to Manu Ginobili on a fantastic career. Really kind of sad to see him retire, but I mean, well deserved.
Yeah, absolutely. That's my shout out, and I'm sticking to it.
Boy, my shout out goes to so many people. This weekend we remembered the 1-year anniversary of Hurricane Harvey, which laid so much devastation and damage to Houston and surrounding areas, causing billions of dollars of damage. And, this town is still recovering. There's still a lot of people that are working on their homes. There are still people that are displaced from, some by choice, some by financial difficulty. It's been a tough 12 months for the city of Houston and surrounding areas. But tragedy sometimes brings out the best in people. And this town and the people of Houston, man, this is one of the best places to live in this country. I absolutely love it here. What we've done in this town over the last 12 months to repair and recover has been nothing short of amazing. And I don't know if you heard about this, but J.J. Watt he ended up raising $41.7 million for hurricane relief, which is a record. I don't know how they figure out these records, but even if it's not a record, the man went out, put his name behind fundraising to help people, and raised $41.7 million. Shout out to him too, I guess. I guess he's part of the people of this wonderful community. The resiliency that we've shown over the past 12 months, the ability to forge ahead and repair this town and make this city great again is really fantastic. If you have never visited Houston, if you've never been down to Texas, you owe yourself the opportunity to come down here and visit. These are some wonderful people. I grew up in New York, and I absolutely love New York City. Absolutely love it. It holds a very near and dear special place in my heart. But this place here holds another very near and dear place to me, and it's because of the people. This is a fantastic place to live. It gets hot as hell in the summer. The humidity will fry your hair. You constantly have a perm down here, but you know what? It's a fantastic place to live. I absolutely love it. My shout out goes to the city of Houston and all of its wonderful residents and people, and even those that live just outside of Houston as well. So, and with that, we've come to the end of another wonderful episode. Episode 33. Most famous 33? Or famous 33?
In my eyes, Patrick Ewing.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I never watched him play, so I can't really,
Kareem with the sky hook.
And the goggles.
Yeah, and the goggles.
Right.
I love the goggles.
Headband? No headband?
No headband.
That was Jabbar.
But I love the goggles.
Wait, who'd you say it was?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay.
Who'd you say?
I said Ewing.
Oh, okay. Patrick Ewing, man.
And he had a widow's peak. Yeah.
Poor guy never won a ring. He deserved one.
Well, if he would have freaking made that layup.
Yeah, well.
Jeez.
These things happen.
Damn it, Patrick.
And with that, we've come to the end of another wonderful episode. Thank you very much for joining us. We always appreciate spending the time with you, our fans. If you want to get a hold of the show, you can do so at positivesports10@gmail.com. Email the show, positivesports10@gmail.com. If you want to get a hold of the guy with the funny hat, that's my brother Alex. You can reach him on Twitter. As he always says, don't be a leader, be a follower. Follow him at Brooklyn Gaucho. And if you want to get a hold of me, you don't even have to follow me. I understand you don't want to follow me. That's okay. I'm okay with that. But you can reach out to me on Twitter as well at eMontana21. Hey, ignore the natural disasters. Ignore the gross comments by Nick Saban. Ignore the negativity. Be the positivity.
Peace.